It's good to have you back for another edition of the Franchise News Report, where we bring you the most exciting sports updates every day. Tonight, a major storyline could reshape the future of one team. Rumors are swirling that a particular athlete might be on his way out, less than a year after a surprising mid-season trade. We'll explore every whispered detail, from discreet dinners in West Hollywood to looming commitments in Europe, as we assess whether this talent could be on the move before the 2025-2026 season begins. Just 2 nights after the Lakers season ended in a loss to a Minnesota team, it was reported that the player in question was seen dining in West Hollywood. He was engaged in an intense conversation with the general manager and head coach, along with his agent. At first glance, it seemed like a standard front office interaction, but sources indicate the talks went far deeper. Initial steps were reportedly taken to discuss a possible departure, including topics such as contract structures and alternative plans. And if the situation in Los Angeles proves less than ideal, could that quiet meeting have marked the start of an exit few saw coming? The general manager has publicly expressed his excitement about building the next decade of Lakers basketball around this athlete, describing him as a cornerstone of the franchise. However, behind polished press releases and eye-catching headlines, a far more complicated narrative is unfolding within the organization. Sources suggest that despite public praise, off-camera tensions have begun to emerge, particularly surrounding the player's defensive shortcomings. These long-documented issues were painfully exposed during the playoffs. The losses in the series were not just unfortunate, they revealed a significant vulnerability that the coaching staff had worked hard to mask throughout the season. With LeBron James recently suffering a grade 2 MCL sprain, the Lakers' strategy to contend for a championship suddenly feels more fragile. Within the organization, some executives are now expressing doubts about enduring another season defined by brilliant individual offense followed by defensive collapses. Could the public vote of confidence from leadership be a smokescreen, hiding private concerns about the long-term fit of a player in a franchise chasing excellence? This cautious skepticism is further amplified by the upcoming Eurobasket 2025, scheduled to take place from August 27 to September 14th in 4 countries: Cyprus, Finland, Poland, and Latvia. As the leading star of the Slovenian national team, he is all but certain to play major minutes against elite opponents, including France, anchored by Rudy Gobert, the Czech Republic, and a surprisingly competitive Polish team playing at home. The grueling schedule, with 9 games over just 2 weeks, combined with international travel, rigorous scouting work, and media obligations, could impose an intense physical and mental toll. The team's medical staff is already raising red flags about the risk of accumulated fatigue. They warn that back-to-back international commitments and limited recovery time could leave the player depleted by the time training camp begins. If he arrives in Los Angeles not fully recovered, his early season explosiveness and late game stamina may suffer, forcing the team to carefully manage his workload. Any decline in performance over the season could lead both parties to reconsider their partnership, especially if the international commitment proves detrimental to the team's ambitions. Contract implications only heighten the stakes. The player will earn $46 million during the 2025-2026 season and holds a player option worth $48.9 million for 2026-2027. The team can offer him a maximum 4-year extension worth $230 million, locking in his services through age 30, an enormous investment in his offensive longevity. However, growing speculation suggests he may prefer a shorter 3-year contract worth $165 million with a player option after the 2nd year. That structure would allow him to reach unrestricted free agency in the summer of 2028, entering a potentially more lucrative market after 10 years in the league, possibly securing an even richer deal. Choosing this path would give him unprecedented flexibility, avoiding a long-term commitment during what might be the tail end of his prime. Such a strategic move could signal a desire to keep options open, perhaps considering a return to his former team or a move to a more defensively focused environment. The team could interpret any signs of discontent as an opportunity to reunite him with a former teammate, leveraging their existing chemistry while building a system that highlights his often underappreciated playmaking. Alternatively, another recent finalist could emerge with an offer that allows him to integrate seamlessly into an already proven championship framework. Even a franchise in search of a new star could unexpectedly enter the race. Enthusiastic interest from another team might be seen as a sign of wavering commitment. On the other hand, the organization may double down, sacrificing draft capital and salary cap flexibility to surround him with elite defenders and three-point shooters. A blockbuster trade involving key players could be orchestrated to create a lineup that offsets any defensive liabilities. Flexibility in assets and cap space could pave the way for a roster that better addresses defensive needs. Major trades might involve giving up high-profile players to land someone who could build a balanced lineup. The options are many, but every choice comes with opportunity costs that complicate the broader strategy. From the franchise's perspective, losing this player would be unthinkable, echoing the experiences of other teams that took bold chances only to see their stars leave shortly after. The key question is whether building around a singular offensive superstar who may never become a reliable defender ultimately jeopardizes championship hopes. The boldest move may be to reset the team around younger, more versatile players. In a defensively oriented system, some insiders suggest contingency plans are already in motion, involving draft picks and trade exceptions that could be quickly deployed to construct a balanced team if he leaves. As the crucial date approaches, every new report out of Los Angeles gains gravity. Will there be a commitment to a maximum extension that cements his legacy in the city, or will the strategy favor preservation, keeping options open while testing the market? Is this a defining moment in a short but electrifying chapter, or just a tense pause before a reaffirmation of loyalty to the franchise? Only time and this pivotal contract decision will provide clarity. What are your thoughts on this situation? Do you believe he'll remain in Los Angeles, or is he on the verge of departure? The excitement of imagining a potential dynasty is real, but concerns over defensive challenges may shape his decision. Just 3 months after a high-profile departure, Luka Doncic appears to have fully settled into his new environment, continuing to deliver impressive performances despite the mid-season trade that caused significant waves around the league. 3 months after his dramatic exit from the Dallas Mavericks, Doncic seems to have found his rhythm in Los Angeles. Despite the seismic nature of the trade, the Slovenian star is still putting up eye-popping numbers, reminding everyone why he was once considered untouchable in Texas. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel, so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the NBA, the Los Angeles Lakers have secured one of the league's most respected veterans, Chris Paul, in a deal that has the potential to reshape the team's future. The acquisition of the 12-time All-Star and future Hall of Famer comes after months of speculation and is seen as a strategic effort to add more depth to the Lakers roster, particularly in the backcourt. And according to reports, none other than LeBron James himself has given his stamp of approval for the move, an endorsement that speaks volumes about the Lakers' plans for the upcoming season. Chris Paul, known for his elite basketball IQ and playmaking ability, has long been considered one of the best point guards of his generation. With over 20 seasons in the NBA, he has established himself as one of the league's most consistent and influential leaders. Despite his age, Paul's performance continues to impress, and his ability to orchestrate an offense makes him an ideal fit alongside LeBron James, who thrives when surrounded by capable ball handlers. Many analysts view Paul as the perfect complement to LeBron, with his ability to control the tempo of the game and make crucial decisions under pressure. LeBron's endorsement of the deal speaks to the shared vision between the superstar and the Lakers management. James, who has made it clear that he is focused on chasing another NBA title, sees Chris Paul as an invaluable asset in his quest for championship number 5. Their partnership could be a dynamic one, with LeBron's versatility and leadership combining with Paul's precision and experience to create one of the most formidable duos in the league. For the Lakers, the decision to bring in Paul also helps to address some of their past struggles in the backcourt. The team have been searching for a true floor general to assist in creating scoring opportunities and relieving some of the pressure on LeBron and Anthony Davis. With Paul, the Lakers now have a player who can manage the offense, distribute the ball efficiently, and provide stability to a team that has fluctuated in its ability to maintain consistent playmaking. The move also signals the Lakers' continued commitment to championship contention. With LeBron James entering the later stages of his career, the window for another title run is closing, and the team's management knows it. Adding a player of Chris Paul's caliber is an indication that the Lakers are willing to do whatever it takes to stay competitive, even if it means taking a risk by signing a veteran with limited years left in the league. Paul's presence could also be a stabilizing force for some of the Lakers' younger players. His leadership and mentoring could prove invaluable for the team's emerging talents, who could learn a great deal from one of the greatest point guards in NBA history. As the Lakers look to make another push for the championship, having a seasoned veteran like Chris Paul could be just a boost they need to take that next step. As the news of the deal continues to reverberate around the league, fans of the Lakers and basketball enthusiasts alike will eagerly watch to see how the partnership between LeBron James and Chris Paul unfolds. While the road to another title is never easy, this new addition to the roster could very well be the spark the Lakers need to reignite their championship hopes. With two of the NBA's most decorated players now teaming up, the 2025 season promises to be one filled with excitement and anticipation. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.